Oh, and here we are. We are in Game 1 of Winners Finals. Okay, now here we are in Game 1 of... I don't actually believe this is Game 1 of Winners Finals. They're just gonna restart it any second now. And I was wrong. Wow, it's actually happening. Kycse and Koney, very strong team. Icylight and Shadowhawke, I haven't had the opportunity to see them play today, but I can assure you they're going to be playing just as well, because I know both of them are the toppest of here at the grid. Kycse is very in a slippery situation right there. He was able to get out of it with good play. Once again, in a little bit of trouble, because he was able to get back himself, but in doing so, he had to sacrifice the stock of his partner, King Koney. While Icylight and has low percent and his team still has all of their stocks. So, like, it's one of those situations where I feel like this stage, it's a good double stage in theory. Both of them, there's a very good chance that you won't have trouble running into and accidentally hurting your opponent. But also, it's somewhere where you definitely don't have as much room to work with your teammate. They can make it a one-on-one situation if they want to, a lot easier than you could somewhere smaller. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. As you're seeing, I don't think Koney has had as many opportunities to play with Icylight in a little while, so he may be unused to it. What I've been seeing happening is Icylight going in and really targeting him, and just really trying to make a use of the good matchup between Sheik and Donkey Kong, while Kycse is trying to take care of Icylight, who still has not lost a single stock. Amazing play from Shadowhawke over here. He is playing phenomenal, working really well to maneuver himself out of the way of Kyce's massive hitboxes. Now this is, I'd say, a situation that works very well for the two. Like I had said in a previous match, a character that's kind of small like Lucas can very easily rack up percents, just really fast moves, and then you've got over there with Icylight to be able to just clear out stocks whenever they need to. Now we are in a situation of both Icylight and King Koney are on their last stock here. Shadowhawke has a tier 3, Kycse has 2. So it's kind of a position where there is a slight lead for the blue team, but it's nothing that they cannot really get rid of with a good amount of teamwork and a quick gimp on either character. But we're at a situation where Shadowhawke and Icylight are just playing absolute in a very dominating fashion. Kycse is already alone, and Icylight and Shadowhawke still have 4 stocks to themselves. Now, I feel like this is a situation where they can really work to try to get practice with some not necessarily unconventional ideas, but it looks like they're trying a little bit too hard to clear this stock out quickly, when they could be just slowing it down a little bit, trying to really work as a team. See, once that, like, when they were moving in and just going, both of them were like, okay, we only got one of them left, let's bum rush this guy. It wasn't really working. Once they slowed things down and started really working as a team, that's when Icylight and Shadowhawke were able to clear out the stock and take the game themselves. So, I feel like Kycse and Koney aren't going to want to go to a big stage. They're really going to want to be aggressive and I feel like they're going to make a risky click and go somewhere small. I'm a fan of Wario's. That's where I would go in their situation, but I'm no expert, so I could be wrong. Oh, there looks like they're going somewhere large again. Dreamland, my foot in my mouth. So game 2 is starting once again. We're in a situation where Kycse and Koney started out shifted apart, and once again they're going into a situation where it's rather than both teams working together. They're electing to do 2 one-on-one games, switching up who's fighting who every now and then. And I feel like that's a situation that has potential to work, because it worked last time, but eventually Kycse and Koney might be able to figure out some flaws in their play, or what Shadowhawke and Icylight are able to deal with them, and they may need to work into just really working as a team, maybe take on an assault and support type roles. Like, that is definitely something that I feel like the Charizard and Donkey Kong team lacks. They're both really strong characters, but it really in the idea that in a support and offense roles, both of them kind of fall into offense, whereas they've got opportunities to have some kind of support play with Icylight and Shadowhawke's team comp. Somehow, like, there's been in the one-on-one situation, I've been focusing on Shadowlight and King Koney, and somehow Icylight has been, like, whatever Kycse has done that has had him getting read by Icylight last game, like, he's just figured that out and has had no trouble taking some of his stocks. But once again, Shadowhawke is living far longer than one Lucas really should, and is at 198 on first of 4 stocks. Oh no, King Koney hit his teammate. Kycse had no trouble recovering because Charizard just can survive anything. But they really are getting into some risky situations. Oh no, that could be great play from the two of them, being able to sacrifice a little bit of percent to keep Kycse alive. That was great doubles play. Shadowhawke taking excellent advantage of the massive hurt boxes of Donkey Kong. Just really using that to his advantage to be able to clear out that stock without trouble. And another quick move from Icy, Shadowhawke's neutral air, was able to kill Kycse somehow. Very surprising DD move. So, now they're trying to essentially, they need to share stock there. We are at a situation where the game is about even. There is a slight percent lead for the blue team, but once again, it's something that really only gets changed by, oh my, we have really changed the tides of battle here. Kycse is at very low percent and has been filled with a seriously strong spike from Shadowhawke. Now we are at a situation where it is 2v1 once again. And like I had said last time, they were kind of trying to bum rush it and just clear King Koney's stock out quickly. Once they slowed it down and worked as a team, that's when it started working out. Let's see if they start doing that sooner rather than later this time. Ooh, we are at 2 stocks to 1. This could be 1 gimp away from it being an even game. But it looks like Shadowhawke's neutral air, combined with Icylight's down smash, was enough to take winners finals. We are going to see Icylight and Shadowhawke in grands.